Though it's centered pretty good. Unplugged.
It probably off because it's turned.
Turn it towards me, son. What you talking about like that? Tight ceiling, man. No, we ain't getting this, man. Nah, actually, I'm finna get. That's gonna be the little intro part before we start the actual.
They been praying that I fall for a minute. I only live for one, so just know I ain't falling for you. If God is the map, then I need him like my name Dora. They said they living righteous. I saw them back in Gomorrah. No makeup like
Yo, what's up, everybody? DDTV.
Yes, sir.
Back, episode number 5. Titus is not here today, so
we got Titus.
we got another Titus.
Yeah,
we gonna make it do what it do anyway.
Yes,
but
sir.
Today we got special guest. Not really a guest, but guest on the pod.
Guest to them, yeah.
But this is our brother Titus Curry.
Damn, y'all give it up for him, man. We got a little applause back there.
Shout out to Titus,
yes,
owner of Attention to Detail.
Yeah.
We gonna put some stuff at the end, so if y'all wanna,
Check
get
him
your car
out.
detail, car, boat, RV,
yeah.
all that. But yeah, man. Welcome to the pod, brother.
What's up,
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
So we gonna start off with this first topic, and we just kind of.
How y'all doing though? Y'all doing all right? Everybody doing good?
Yeah, we good.
Everybody doing all right?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. Today was a good day for me. It's probably not the same day it's gonna come out, but when y'all watching this, whenever today was, it was a good day. So
it was kind of rainy, so you know.
Despite rain.
Yeah.
Man, it was storming like the second half, like the night when I was coming over tonight. Man, it was storming so bad.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my wife to wait at her job, but she came on anyway. So.
Yeah, it was getting ugly, but it was ugly out there.
Yeah, it was ugly.
But so today what we kind of going, what I kind of want to ask y'all, we'll start with you, Titus, was like, or is like, what kind of happened, like after high school, and kind of that gap between after high school to where you at now, like on your jobs and stuff, like what kind of happened to, and what kind of led to the point where you at now.
Pretty much like working, leaving out of high school, working at McDonald's. I didn't like McDonald's for the beginning of the few months that I was there. Well, I wasn't there a few months. I was there like a year at McDonald's.
Ooh.
But I got to the point where I just couldn't handle it because they wasn't treating you right and all that. But I left McDonald's and went down to the beach, worked at the beach for a little while, and then I went to Mobile Lumber, where I kind of had much more of a success as a young man. Probably not as much as I don't know what I'm trying to explain, but Mobile Lumber gave me a lot of success as far as being a supervisor and stuff like that. But they didn't treat me right, so I ended up leaving Mobile Lumber altogether. I was at like three different stores.
In the matter of how much time? In the span of how much time?
About 3 years.
Three different jobs, 3 years.
3 years, yeah. I was like 3 different stores, 3 or 4 different stores, something like that. But I left that and I started.
Wait. No, you saying 3 different Mobile Lumber locations?
Yeah, I was at Daphne.
I thought you were
I
saying.
was in Daphne, Gulf Shores, and the Mobile headquarters. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that was, I ain't like that at all.
Wow.
I got lowball as a young man. Person give you like $34,000 being a supervisor position.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing. And they say, well, every 3 months you do good, we gonna give you $2,000 more. So.
Man.
And he never did that, but when it's all said and done, you still at $40,000
Exactly.
as a supervisor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's all about the hype, put it in your mind. Or every 3 months I'm gonna get $2,000 more.
Yeah.
But I look past all that, and my dad and them got ready to go on a trip to Ohio to go do some work up there, and I was like, man, I'm finna leave. And at that time, I had met my wife now. But I told her, I said, I'm finna leave my job, and I'm finna go to Ohio for 3 weeks. And it was a success. I didn't have to come back and worry about no job because I came back and I just started my detailing up. So
And what time was this? Like, what year was this?
Me and Keith been married a year, so take a year back. About 2 years ago.
Oh, about 2 years.
So about 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 2019. Yeah. So that's what led up to now. Me having my own and changed my mindset of working a 9 to 5. So young, you know. So I mean, right now I'm doing good. I'm well, and I ain't worried about nobody telling me I'm late. Go do this, go do that. You gotta work 20 hours overtime and don't get paid for it.
Come in at 8:01, you late.
That ain't no fun. But right now I'm good. I'm working my own businesses. I'm doing a couple things, but mainly I'm at detail.
So what else you do?
Detailing. I do notary signings.
Oh yeah.
He on that now.
Can you explain to them what that is? Because I know when you told me about it, I didn't know what. Yeah.
So a notary signing agent, you can just so you got to become a notary in your county, and then when you become a notary in your county, you can be a notary for Alabama at large or whatever
your state, yeah.
Whatever state y'all in. So you do that, and then you got to go to the National Notary Association website. It's a actual association, and you have to become a notary signing agent. You got to get a background check.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take a test.
All them qualifications.
And it's you got to qualify for it, but it's not hard.
No, it ain't hard.
It ain't hard at all. He pretty much done went
Yeah, I'm
through
done
the
with
process.
it. I'm done.
Yeah, he a notary now, so y'all.
Yeah, man. I got another applause in there. More edits for me.
Yeah, but that's another thing. And then now, I was just into it also. I don't know if Tobias eventually might get into it. We do the insurance.
Oh yeah.
Sell insurance and all that. I do several other things too that I don't do. Like we transport blood here and there if we can. But for the most part, that's about it.
Yeah.
That's
You're a man of many talents. So dang, I had a question I was going to ask you earlier though. I was going to ask you. So with you having those experiences working with your other jobs and actually being employed compared to now, because I have my own business as well, and I know that you have to learn and research different stuff when you're your own boss. Yeah. You can't just go in, clock in, and just go to work and then go home. It's way more to it because you have to try to build your. So is the stress, and it's probably not stress to you, but just having to take on that responsibility of learning the marketing side, the business side, compared to just going to a regular job and the annoyances of a regular job. Is it worth being an entrepreneur?
Yeah, it's very much worth being an entrepreneur. But to be honest, it can be stressful sometimes. Cause
why you say that?
It's like you got to keep up with customers. When you doing it by yourself, you starting out and you building, you gotta keep up with your customers. You gotta keep up with jobs. You gotta check in with your customers. You gotta do scheduling. You gotta make sure you mapping. You gotta make sure you mapping everything out. It's a lot. So being an entrepreneur is very much worth it, and you have the freedom of your own time. But I wouldn't dare even think about trying to go back to another job. Knowing that it's stuff out here that we can just flourish in, we can build, we can make our own and create our own wealth, and there's no point of going back to a job once you've been enlightened. So
So what's your journey been like? Cause you an entrepreneur too, you got your own business.
Yeah. So I think so. After I graduated high school, I started going to college. I didn't really have. I did have a job. I was working with a cleaning company. And we was cleaning houses, different things like that. Cleaning.
Shout out to Clean Life.
Yeah, shout out to the Clean Life. Andrea, what's up out there? But I was working with a cleaning company for a few years, for a long time actually. I worked with. She was very loyal and fair employer. But I worked with the Clean Life for a while. And then while in college, I went to college for a couple years, and I started working for Enterprise. That was my second job. I worked for Enterprise Rent a Car. It was cool. That's when I first started making some decent money for a young person. And then after that, I went to Amazon. That's where I made a little bit, where I made the most money as being employed. And that was cool. I drove, delivered the packages to people for Amazon. It was cool, but it just was so demanding, especially like during the holiday seasons. Yeah. It was so demanding, but I enjoyed it because I'm making money. Yeah. But then after a while, when this holiday season dies down, it's like, okay, they don't want to you not coming in at all for like a week, and it's like, oh no, this ain't this ain't consistent enough for me. Yeah. So and then after that, I kind of started my own clothing line. Then I was kind of doing that for a little while, and I just was floating. I ain't really have nothing that I was doing for a while. And I was kind of getting in a depressed mood. I was kind of like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know that I don't need to have no job, but I need to know what I need to do to make money. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't want to go back to no job, but I need to figure out what I need to do to make money. And I remember being with my dad, working with my dad, kind of like Titus, and we was pressure washing the fence. And I was like, man, it's easy. And he told me how much he made. I said, I'm finna start me a pressure washing business. So I started doing that for a little while. And, it was cool, but pressure washing isn't as it doesn't come as often as lawn care, which I enjoy doing. I cut the yard at the house, at my mom's house for a while, and it was something cool. I go clear my head, cut the yard or whatever. Yeah. And I actually enjoy doing it. So I was like, okay, maybe I should start that type of business. And I did, and now, we doing pretty well. We got clients all over the Bay and clients over here in Mobile, do pressure washing, and we kind of branching out. And I agree with Titus. It has its struggles and different things that you encounter and learn about the business of like owning your own business and different stuff like that. But it's well worth it compared to working for somebody else. You have an hourly rate. This much coming in. You have to kind of plan around that. It's just not. It's not worth it compared to what you could, like the limitless amount that you can make. And it ain't even about the money. It's about the freedom as well. You can be financially free if you work hard enough, plan hard enough, and learn enough. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I am now, and kind of where my headspace is. And I agree with Titus, man. Once you see it and you know that you don't have to go back to a job, like in your head is over with. Like it's like, all right, I need to figure this out. I need to figure that out. I need to figure out what I need to do here. Yeah. So you just plan, and it works out if you take your time and keep God first and actually plan correctly and work hard enough. It works out, man. So
yeah.
So what about you?
So like. Nah. I feel like for me, I feel like I was different from y'all because I ain't gonna lie, I was a 9 to 5, but like at first, faithfully. At first that was like I was a 9 to 5. I ain't even gonna lie, but after high school, I started college for like I think I went for like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. I never really liked school anyway, so I should have known college wasn't gonna be my thing. But typical after high school, everybody try. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but most people go try. I tried it. I didn't like it. I ain't like school. So my first job was McDonald's, like yours. Yeah. I mean, I was a hard worker. Like I'm, in there doing everything. But it wasn't a good job. I ain't like it. Left there. Then was at Enterprise, and that was like a super toxic job. Like it was cool sometimes, but it was just like. You had dudes acting like girls, being messy and stuff like that. It was just like super toxic. So I stayed there for like 2 years, and I told myself I was like, I'm not making 3. And so like before the 3rd year, I was gone, and I got to CarMax. Now I ain't gonna lie, CarMax was like out of them 2, that was like the best, best job I had. And I felt like CarMax was okay, like as a company and stuff. They kind of tried to. Trying to make you feel good as an employee. But then, that initial first couple months, like everything good. And then, as time go on, you start like realizing like, hold on, but like y'all a little messed up. Like so And then like you, I made it to the supervisor. I eventually made it to a supervisor position or whatever. And it was cool, but like they kind of, you know, you could tell they kind of shortchange you when it comes to pay. Like you could tell that they can pay you more for what they be asking you to do. They be asking you to do so much, and they only want to pay you a little bit. And then, like me, I'm so passionate. Like I be trying to do stuff right and trying to get stuff right. Yeah. And then when I can't, like, when it started frustrating me, like then that's when I get irritated. But and then so how I end up kind of coming to my destination now is kind of watching y'all two guys, because I seen you personally trying a lot of stuff like eBay and different little stuff. And so just kind of watching y'all, and at Titus I was seeing what you was doing like on with detailing and stuff. And so I kind of just got to a point like my mindset just started shifting. Like, and cause the conversation that me and you had, I was so mad at work one day, and after work I had called.
He was heated,
no lie. I called this man one day after work. I said, I said, bro, let's do something. I said, it's over with, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, I will.
Hey, you know how they say the girl be done with the relationship before y'all even break up. That's what it reminded me of.
Was.
Yeah.
Because that was in February. I remember that was in February.
Yeah.
I didn't leave until April.
Yeah.
But that was February.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he said, I was already gone. Yeah. When I called him that day, that was it. But and so then April, fast forward like 2 months, April, and I was gone, and then I started working with Titus, and then just being with Titus, like he just been showing me a lot of stuff like notary. He put me on notary. Been telling me about like crypto and just a lot of different stuff that I really wasn't like
privy to.
Yeah, like I didn't know about. Just a lot of stuff I was kind of like ignorant to and stuff. But so now like talking to him, and he been showing me stuff and telling me about stuff, and so now like I'm just trying to kind of I don't actually have like my own business right now, but I'm just still like working on this stuff that I still don't have to get 9 to 5 if I don't want to. But so that's kind of been my
So you did have your own business.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I guess in a way.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the point though. Like the point is to realize in your mind the possibility first. Yeah. And then once you see it or recognize the possibility, once you see it, and then it's like, all right, what's next? Yeah. Because you can't really rush to what's next, because you can rush it and then be turned off from entrepreneurship, I feel like. Yeah. So it's best to take your time and figure out, I think we got some food coming. Yeah. Chantel's Eatery. Yeah.
No, we have our food segment.
Yes, sir. So look, we got the fries this time.
Oh yeah, with the sliders.
Sliders with the chicken parmesan sliders. So y'all already know. Look, if y'all in the Mobile area, definitely whatever, and y'all got some catering needs, Chantel, I'm gonna put it right above here. It's gonna be up here. Chantel's Eatery, man.
Fire now, for real.
For real, man. Oh yeah. But
yeah, but I think for me though, I actually took that step. Like to leave, so that was like a huge.
How scary is it?
It's scary,
especially
bro.
when you're used to.
It's scary. When
you're used to stability and like the comfortability of every 2 weeks it's coming.
And like I'm gonna be transparent. Like I'm like I like my ducks in a row. Like I don't like knowing. I don't like trying to figure out what's next. Mm-hmm. That make me very uncomfortable. I hate that junk. Yeah. Like some people, they can live on the edge and be like cool. I hate that. That ain't me. I like knowing like in 2 weeks I'm gonna get this, and then that like I like my ducks in a row. I don't know the other part. It scared me. Yeah. But so it's scary. Like I ain't gonna lie, it's scary. But
I remember I used to ask people in Mobile longer when I was thinking about like I'm finna leave. Like I used to ride around the forklift and listen to the audiobook of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay. Like toward me leaving. Mm-hmm. So that that's changing your mind. Mm-hmm. So y'all ain't read that book, need to go read it. But I know like when I was at Mobile Alum, you have to. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. You have to change your mindset, because when you got that stability check coming in, it's gonna be like, okay, 2 weeks I'm finna get paid. This $1,000.
Yeah, that was me, boy. That was me.
I know, like, I can tell you my story. How I left my job was I took a day off, and the next day I told my wife, I said, I'm not going back. And we married.
No 2 weeks, none of that.
No 2 weeks, no nothing. And she's like, you gotta call her. I'm like, I'm not calling her. I'm not going back. Because I was like at the point where
mentally, same way with him. Yep, your mind was gone.
And like I called my boss man because of my wife Kiki, and she was like, you gotta talk to her and say something because you've been there too long and all this stuff. And I was like, well, I'm not going back, so ain't no point of calling. But I made the call, and he was like, yeah, I've been seeing how you changing on us and stuff like this and all that. And he was like, you've been messing up, stuff like that. But I was like, well, I'm going on out and I'm finna, do my own thing. He wanted me to write a notice, so I did it. But my thing was, it didn't take me no time to be like, I'm finna just go.
Yeah.
I was done. Like, I wouldn't even call if it hadn't been for my wife. If I was still at home, not married, I wouldn't call. I would have burnt that bridge down. But I was done. Yeah. But for the most part, it like the risk tolerance for some people is just,
scary.
It's up there, and then some people low, whatever, however you want to say it. But you can't. You're gonna be scared because I used to ask people, are you scared? One guy was like, I got 5 children, and I have to get up every day and go make something happen. So for him to have 5 children, I'm like, I'm finna get up out of here. He got 5 children. He don't know when he get his next construction job. Yeah. So people tell me different stuff. Like another Latino guy, he be like, yeah, man, just go out there and make relationships.
I thought he was gonna say it in Latino as it is. I thought he was gonna say, yeah, man, let's go out there.
He be like, man, go out there and make relationships and stuff like that. And relationships play a bigger part.
Oh yeah.
For the most part.
Oh yeah.
Just talking about that stability part and that risk tolerance. I was out of there. So
but see, that's one thing I noticed with both of y'all. Kind of y'all story along the way. When y'all was at the job mentally, before y'all left, it was like a point where y'all was like, oh, this ain't it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I think that's important because like I feel like it's a lot of people who feel like that, and like y'all saying, they scared. Yeah. And they don't know, they want to have their ducks in a row too about, all right, when I leave, what's gonna happen or what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
And it's hard. You can plan for it, but it's hard to know because it's something you ain't never did before. It's just like when you was a baby, you trying to walk, like you don't know how to walk, so you gonna fall, this and that. But you gotta do it. Like once you get out there, you figure it out. So I think it's just best, like kind of like Isaac did. He made up his mind. He was like, all right, we need to do this, we need to do that, and he was out of there. So I think that was just kind of a good point. Yeah. That was with both of y'all's story. Y'all already knew before y'all left. Yeah. It was over with. I'm out of here.
I was planning, like I used to book jobs at my job and be on the phone, and my boss man come and be like, what do you say? Take his phone number down or something. You can call him afterward.
Yeah.
And I used to get so mad. I go on my lunch break, stay an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, just
It's nervous. Yeah. Like, I'm almost out of here. And anytime I could have just left, but it was all in the time, and I just had to take enough, and I'm like, it's over.
Yeah. So how do y'all feel like? Because like for it, I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe that entrepreneurship is for everybody. I don't think, even if you feel some people that feel like that is for them, it's probably not for them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But how do y'all feel like? Because I feel like you have to have that type of hunger in you for one, and then two, you got to be like able to hear from God to know, all right, this is time. This is my time to kind of venture out and build. You know what I'm saying? So like where do y'all feel like that point is, or where were y'all when y'all kind of figured out that point of where? Yeah. Not. I'm talking about like spiritually too. Like because like for me, like I was saying, I was depressed. Yeah. Like I was going through a point where I couldn't figure out what to do. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it was more of a desperation thing. It wasn't like all right, I got the money to go and start this business, so I'm gonna start it. Because I feel like when you in a place of luxury, you ain't gonna think about that.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you in a place, man, I got to figure something out because this ain't getting it.
Desperation.
Then that's when the wheels start turning.
Yeah.
So where were y'all like when y'all kind of like mentally and spiritually? Where were y'all when that kind of happened for y'all?
I can say it. I went through a point when I was at Mobile Lumber again where I just cut out detailing. Like when I took the supervisor job, I stopped detailing.
You stopped your business that you wanted to do.
I stopped my business because I got like overwhelmed with the position.
Yeah.
I was coming home beat mentally.
Yeah.
Like I got to deal with 50, 60-year-old guys that don't want this 20-year-old in this position. Mm-hmm. Like you finna tell me what order to pull and how many orders to pull. Like they would get upset, cuss me out, be want to fight, say they gonna call their cousins to the job, everything. I'm telling you, like I went through it. But I would just go home. I'd probably just go in and take a shower and go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Like I ain't have no life because Monday through Friday, Saturday until 12, church on Sunday. No life. So I went through like, I would say low, but it was almost like I was going through without even noticing.
Right.
It's you like wasn't feeling.
You wasn't processing it. You was just going. You was just going.
I didn't have no social life.
Yeah.
It was only church, work.
You was numb to everything.
Yeah, shopping. Like I wasn't spending no money. I was spending money on my bills and giving mom, dad money, birthdays and stuff like that. But just even like we had a hurricane coming through our area, and I told him I'm on the way, and like I'm going over the bridge, and I'm calling the guy that's over me, and I was like, hey, I'm pulled over on the side of the road. I'm going over the bridge, and it's like I'm going through a hurricane.
Yeah.
It's bad. Okay, just make it whenever you can. I'm like, what? But like, it was almost like I was going through what I was going through with no feeling, but I was low. Yeah. So when I go to church, I'm just sitting there like,
you can't even enjoy. You can't be fed.
Tomorrow I gotta get up at 5 o'clock, be in Mobile at 6 o'clock.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So that was me and my spot.
Yeah. I think I think my most difficult part too was like when I had my supervisor position too, cause like I was kind of like you. I was trying to deal with like a bunch of young guys, 18, 19, 20. That's just like immature and just I don't want to talk about nobody, but like it was like dealing with like middle schoolers. Like they wanted to come to work and be at work with their homeboys and stuff. Yeah. Like middle school, and then. It was just like, and what was so bad about the position that I had, like you had to like overlook the team, but you couldn't perform no disciplinary action. So like, say if like you had to catch something in the act, catch somebody not doing something, and then go tell the big boss, and then wait for the big boss to come back down. Yeah. But he got stuff he doing, so he gonna forget. So the guys don't really respect you. They know you can't do nothing, so they plan on that. Like, and then like we trying to like patrol a big old area so these guys can literally go hide, go sit in the car. They can be doing anything. And what the big bosses were doing was come to me and ask me, hey Isaac, why ain't Tobias and Titus doing what they're supposed to do? And it's like, bro, I don't know. Like to me, I didn't like that because I believe in personal accountability. Like you don't ask me why somebody else not doing what they're supposed to do. I don't like that. Ask them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm showing up, clocking in on time. I'm doing my job. Don't ask me why. Yeah. You know. But yeah, it just got to a point where it's like he said, almost no life. You don't want to go nowhere during the week because you know you got work. Sunday night when you still want to hang out, but you like, nah, I gotta go to work in the morning. Stuff like that. And then just over time, it just started getting mentally like draining. Like you at work and you tired. You ain't even really tired for real, but the job is so like draining. You feel super fatigued just from being here. Like I literally, bro, I used to clock out and get a certain burst of energy. Just because I'm like, when I was just on the clock, I was super tired. I get off, I be like, hold up, I got a little. And I was like, something ain't right. I'm tired just because I'm at this place. So it was like that, and then just you just, I don't know, you just feel it though. You get mentally, you just get beat down, and you be like, it ain't supposed to feel like this. You just be like, nah, this ain't.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like Like I feel like it's not supposed to. Now see, a lot of people I feel like they don't feel that though. They may be in that supervisor position and they go through there and they like, okay, I need to figure out what I need to do to get to the next position. But like for you to feel and be like, something ain't right. Like this ain't supposed to feel like this. I feel like that kind of shows you, okay, I'm supposed to be doing something else. Yeah. Cause I'm telling you, bro, like you'll be now. I feel like with this pandemic, a lot of people are starting to switch. Yeah. Everybody want to try to figure it out and survive, be in survival mode, get their business going, and different stuff like that. But naturally, a lot of people wouldn't have that mindset.
If it weren't for the pandemic.
Yeah. If it weren't for the pandemic, it'd be a lot of people still 9 to 5 and like it's normal.
And like I know, like before I got to like my actual breaking point, like I tried to talk to like my bosses and stuff, because like they kind of had started seeing like my me like kind of my attitude and stuff, so they would kind of talk to me a little bit, and I'd be telling them like, man, you know, it's like this and that. But he was trying to tell me like, yeah, just stay with me, it's gonna get better and stuff. I'm like, bro, that's not helping me. Like you talking about stay with you, it's gonna get better. When? Like I'm ready to go now. You talking about it's gonna get better. Like them pep talks talking about stay with you. If I stay with you, it's gonna. I'm like, look, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I moved up. I was supposed to leave at the end of May. Then I moved it up to the end of April. The middle of April, I was gone, bro. Yeah. I went on vacation 1 week. The next week I came back, I was like, oh no, that vacation.
Fine now.
I was like, that vacation felt too good. I was like, I like this.
And it becomes to where like the time and the money don't really matter.
Don't matter. It don't.
They can tell you, they give you $25 now. It's like it just don't matter.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It ain't gonna work out.
It's not worth the mental fatigue, man.
They're gonna be like, oh, they ain't paying me enough. Over and over.
It's a cycle.
Cause I had just got a raise before I left.
They're gonna say this money don't matter no more. It's just the environment, stuff like that. But I know, like me, I used to get up in the morning. Before I get to work, I'm talking about like 9, 10 o'clock. My stomach, everything hurting. Around about 9, 10 o'clock.
Like clockwork.
Yeah, every day. 9, 10 o'clock, my stomach hurting.
Boo boo.
I'm for real, but like I used to like get a Sprite or something before I come to work, but it wouldn't leave. But when I stopped working there, it stopped. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy.
That boy was itching to get on that job, boy. Like my body was telling you.
Like my sister, we used to work together at Mobile. Like I'd be like, you got any Pepto-Bismol? I'm like,
I gotta get this up out of me.
I'm telling you, it's bad. Like, it was bad because it just started taking a toll on your physical body.
Yeah, because that's just like with sicknesses. You know, you may be stressed out and then it take a toll on your physical body. So.
And then like what you were saying about everybody, you know, can't do the entrepreneur or however you word it. But now Titus can explain this a little more because he actually have to do it. But I just can attest because like I've been with him on days, bro, when we left out the house at 5 or 6 in the morning. I'm talking about 8 a.m. Dark. It's dark outside, and we get back home at 5 or 6. Well, that's a 12-hour day. Like he could talk about it a little bit more, but I've been with him where we left home at 5, 6 and got back at 5, 6. So
and doing that, like you trying to please your customers and you trying to get the day going and get as much as you can done before like 8 o'clock. You want to try to get an appointment at 8 o'clock. It's just you try to, you know, trying to revert back what y'all was saying. If like you ain't got the hustle and the grind in you,
it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna last. You may do it, but over time, like we're gonna be like, well, she must have went back to that job. Because she had a detailing. You know, he had a detailing business. He must have went back.
I agree. That's why I say I think you got to be built for it, man. Because it's tough. Like you saying, like them 12-hour days. Like you may have been on a job where you only have like 6-hour stints on your job. You know what I'm saying? And you go out here and you like, oh nah. But to me, like the peace of mind is worth it, bro. Like all you like, if you think about it, like you own it. Like ownership to me is the most valuable thing ever. Like if you own what's bringing you income, it's literally no limit. And see, a lot of people so close sighted, they can't really I heard somebody say, they was like, man, I was working at my job in this office, and it was like within the four walls, you just come in, work, you just kind of close minded, you do the job, you go home, this and that. And he said whenever I got off the job, I kind of reflected back, and it was like that job was a box, and my mind was stuck in there.
Yeah.
So everything that was in the four walls, that's all I thought about. But when I got outside the box and got off the job, I began to think freely. I began to explore new hobbies. I began to find different things out about my family and, different stuff like that. So I think it's a blessing that we kind of figured that out at the age we are.
Yeah.
And then at the same time like the fact that we even want to be doing this to tell people. Yeah. Like that's open-minded. Most people be like, all right, I got my business going, that's it. Yeah. I ain't even tell nobody about this.
About now, it's about
exactly.
Like when we get 35, 40.
Exactly.
It's about then.
Exactly.
It's about now, but it's about
the future. Yeah, 100%, 100%, man.
Yeah. So like Titus, just as an example of what we were just talking about, like just give a rundown of your day. Like what a day, one of your days look like, a working day.
So
a day in the life.
Yeah, a day in the life. What it look like?
So I get up, get in the van.
By what time though, so we can scare the folks?
Well, I mean, certain days, like when I was talking about the 5 o'clock, I might get up at 5 just to get a person off the schedule by 8:30 sometimes.
Oh, okay,
they be
yeah.
Like, get here early so I can start work. They may have to go to work at 9, 10 o'clock, so I can get your car done before 8:30. But on an average day, I may do 2 to 3 cars, maybe 4 if the packages are like that. Like I ain't finna do no full detailed packages, 4 of them by myself. That's impossible. Yeah. And you're not even doing good work.
Not if you want to do it right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
not if you want to do it right.
If you do that, but on an average day, it's like 2 to 3 cars, maybe 4 if I, get the help or something like that. But for the most part, I go out. I may give me some lunch or something like that if I have time, and around about 3 to 4, maybe 5, depending on how the day went, I'll be headed back home.
That's a good day.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about, we all have to pay taxes, but after that, and your tithes, taxes and your tithes, but after that, it's your money, man.
That's it.
Like it's your money. It's no limit. Like even though he's saying it's 2 to 3 cars, but if you was kind of listening, he was saying depending on the package of that. Yeah. So that could have been like a $60 wash, basic wash or whatever, or it could have been a $300, $400 ceramic coating or something like that. Yeah. So it's like, man, I have the option. Yeah. The option is what's the blessing. Yeah. The option. So
do your day stop like when you get home?
No.
So what's
on the way back home? I'm thinking about all my receipts I gotta gather together, how much gas I spent, stuff like that. I'm going home to schedule the next day out. And then I'm getting people settled in that just booked with me, like new people, trying to talk to them about different packages and educate them a little bit if they want the education. And then I'm always checking in on my website to make sure everything is up to date, stuff like that. But the work don't stop when you get home. So you go on to bed maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock, and that actually give me time sometimes. Not saying I don't spend time with my wife, but I mean I'll take a day off here and there to be with her or whatever. But 10 o'clock, me and her may go to bed. We may watch a movie or something. Yeah. Or we may put the movie on. I go to sleep.
Yeah.
But, for the most part, that's the day though. The day doesn't end when you headed back home. The day ends when you get home and you actually get settled and you get all your paperwork, all the different stuff together. So the day don't end when you headed back home at all.
And then something I wanted to hit on too, like as an entrepreneur, I feel like you gotta have a good attitude because like you the one that gotta fix problems when problems arise. So, like somebody ain't happy with their service and they come to you. It ain't no, hold on, let me get my manager. No, you gotta correct that problem.
Responsibility.
And you can't get mad and just cuss them out and be like, forget you, because if you do, your business going in the ground. Yeah. So you gotta have a.
And they gonna make sure people know you cussed them out. Yeah, the owner cussed me out.
And they gonna write their review. Yeah. So that's another thing too. Like have no nasty attitude and be no business on it, cause
not at all.
somebody might not like their service, like, cause I know for a fact I be with this man. This man do good work, but still somebody gonna complain about something, or sometimes mistakes happen. You know?
That go back to what we be saying all the time. You can't please everybody.
No, you can't please everybody.
I don't care how good you treat them, how good you service for them.
Yeah,
you can't please them. They want to find something.
Yeah, you can't please everybody.
It's impossible to have complete
100%. Yeah,
customer satisfaction.
Yeah,
it's just not good. Somebody gonna be like, you missed a stick.
Just to mess up your 100%.
But you gotta have the right attitude though, cause you can't go cussing folks out. Tell them they gonna end you right there. They gonna say, "Oh yeah, let me write this review."
Sometimes a post is worse than a review.
Yeah,
like they'll post it on their page and be like, they'll at you and put detail in light blue.
Yeah. It sound like you done went back and you saw one of them. that was dramatic, what? Yeah.
Put you in the light blue and you be over with.
Yeah, man. That's just the rigors and the ways and hills and valleys of an entrepreneur. Like it's tough, but like I said, it's worth it to those who is worth it for, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best way to say it. Like the people who see value in it, that's who it's for.
Yeah.
Everybody don't see value in it. Cause I remember when me and Isaac was kind of around each other all the time. Yeah. We used to talk about it, and at the time he didn't see value in it, or not as much compared to a job.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
In my mind, I was a 9 to 5. I just I ain't know about this other stuff. I was just like, bro, I'm finna work and get this check.
Yeah, and at the time I wasn't successful. I wasn't a successful entrepreneur at the time. I just knew the potential. Like, dude, we can this, we can do that. Like, I just knew the potential. And now kind of gaining some success from that field of entrepreneurship is like, man, you get the little taste of even more. And you like, all right, now I need to optimize this, or I need to expand this. So it's something, like I said, if you see value in it, it's for you. But if you don't, it's not a knock. It's not anything bad at all, because the world can't thrive off of all entrepreneurs.
Nope.
It doesn't work like that.
Nope.
It's enough money for these entrepreneurs, but if every single person on earth became an entrepreneur, we wouldn't have workers.
You need consumers though.
Yeah.
Like he's saying, the world it's not gonna flow if you don't have consumers.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta be consumers.
Yeah.
So
it's always gonna be somebody that just don't tap in.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you saying that though, like you saying like the world needs consumers or the world needs workers, they kind of feel like you being demeaning.
No.
Not you, but I'm just saying, I feel like some people think like, did you know how some people are so sensitive?
But if their mindset not there, they not even thinking like that.
Yeah.
Cause they just like, I gotta go do my job. I can't stop what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But in their head, they may not even be thinking like that. Like, but that could be the case. Though.
Yeah.
In some people's head.
Yeah. No, I ain't mean it like that. I mean, if you taking it like that, then you probably need to.
Yeah.
I need to level up a little bit. Yeah. But for real though, everybody can't be the world wouldn't function like that.
It wouldn't.
But it it is what it is though.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of people like they'll start a business and it be gone. It just don't never work out because they see like I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause
I thank God for that though. I thank God for like being, because I feel like it would be harder if I didn't know y'all, or if I didn't know people who were like minded.
Yeah.
Because you have to, and not that we be necessarily looking for advice for different details in our business from each other, but just the fact of conversation about this and that, it just kind of make you like, all right, I can go a little bit further. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just a blessing that we able, for the short amount of time that we have been in this space or had this mindset or had these business and creative ideas, that we doing it. It's a blessing to be doing it for this long. Yeah. Even if we was to stop now, it was a blessing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I thank God for the mindset.
Yeah.
And you guys as well.
You got to have a mindset.
Yeah.
For sure. Because if you don't have a mindset,
it'll eat you up.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Most definitely.
It's so many things you got to put into place for it to all add up together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you got to have a mindset. That's a key factor though.
Yep. Well, we can wrap it up.
This was informative. This wasn't too goofy and it was informative.
This was straight.
Yeah, we had Titus on him. We couldn't be playing like.
Yeah. So we hope that y'all was able to get some good information, because I know this wisdom right here. So I hope it was some good stuff that was said. But all right, Titus. So we close it out every podcast with a word of the night. So we'll probably give you a little time. We'll go first. Give you a little time.
Thank you, Raza. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Man, say something deep.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll leave the people with if you kind of in a place where mentally you feel drained or unstable, I think for me, well, I can speak from experience for me, but it's just best to get around people who aren't, I guess, or who have a free mind, or people who aren't stressed out, because you being by yourself, that's like when you mentally drained or this and that, it kind of makes you want to be by yourself and just kind of keep going in the rut that you in. Or I think it's best for you to be around people and kind of be around people who are fun, and be around people who charismatic and want to talk and want to have conversation and care about you. Yeah. Because I know being by myself, I wasn't really by myself, but I would make myself by myself, if that makes sense. Like I would go away from the company because I felt like my body felt like I wanted to be alone, and my mind felt like I wanted to be alone. But in actuality, the best thing for me was to be around people and relax and laugh and talk with them, because it would have made my mental and my physical actually feel better. And I think it's best, for those people to be godly people at the same time, because you can be around people who are happy and charismatic, but at the end of the day, if they don't have that godly influence in them, then y'all all going the other way. Like being happy and stuff is cool, but being godly, happy, and having those godly friends, that kind of helps everybody to stay rooted and grounded in God. So I think that's the best thing for you to do if you're going to do something like that and you feel like, maybe you kind of, I don't even know why I'm here, or I don't know my purpose, this and that. I don't really care no more. That's just a feeling. Feeling's fickle. So it's good to be around people who are, charismatic. Like I said, they're happy, good personalities, people who are going to make you laugh and smile. And like I said, let those people be godly people and want to help influence you towards the right direction.
Yeah. Hey, that was deep, boy. Hey, we could.
I was setting the ball high for Titus. So
we could have stopped right there.
Titus got to come on with it, man. Titus got to come on with it.
Yeah, we could have stopped that mud right there. But I think I just want to say, love and be forgiving, because like I know you had kind of hit on this on the last pod, but now I'm kind of feeling like that's the message I want to kind of get out. But this world is crazy, man. And I ain't trying to predict when the last time and the last day gonna be. That ain't for me to do. But if you can see, and everybody can see, this world is crazy, bro. Just please don't be holding all that unforgiveness and try to love the people that are your family, and just try to love people and forgive, and try not to hold all that stuff and that hurt and bitterness and stuff like that, because people is leaving left and right unexpectedly, like people healthy today and gone tomorrow type junk. So, and it's just you never know. Like I lost my uncle unexpectedly just recently in January. Never thought that I would have got that call when I got it. We weren't on bad terms or nothing, but I'm just saying how like quickly and randomly people can just leave here. So I know stuff happen to people, and people be hurt, and you have a hard time forgiving. I've been through it, but just try to fight through it. Try to forgive. love, because this time is short.
Yeah.
And you don't want to live your life with no regrets and what ifs and I should have and all that. So there's love and forgive, man.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let them handle the spiritual side. They did good. But from an entrepreneur standpoint, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and one thing a guy said on the podcast, he said that you're never doing enough for the people that's not doing enough. So what you got to do is it's best to diversify yourself in everything that you do, and you got to keep going at what you're doing. And you can always make something more than just that one thing. So if you're doing like me, auto detailing, you can branch out, do this, do that, because you can diversify yourself in anything. So that's what I have to say tonight. You're never doing enough. You can never do enough for people that's not doing enough. So people's opinions and things like that, what you're doing, don't worry about it. You can't get caught up in what people think and things like that. You just got to keep going what you got planned, and like I say, keep God first, and y'all be good.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
Just keep moving.
That's it. Well, we'll pray real quick and then we can get out of here. God, we thank you for this podcast. We just hope that the knowledge that was given today will help somebody. And we just pray for the continued blessings in all of our lives. And pray for our listeners and our followers, and just that they will be inspired and be touched. And thank you for all that you're doing for us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Hey, well, I'll still say bless you. Bless you.
Blessings.
Busting out Pluto. Busting out Pluto. Ooh, yeah. Do you think you are? I am a CEO. I'm young and I'm black and I'm beautiful. Yeah. You, me, what's up? Who told you you was a star? My mama and my daddy taught me to be humble. So stop acting out if you don't want no drama. Fight for my life, I'm in the Royal Rumble.